Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz here with a new review, this time of this thing, which is the T23E3 Tier 7 Premium Medium Tank. This was originally on PC, given away as, I believe, a Clan Wars tank for winning, and at the time of this recording, they're currently just finishing off selling things for Independence Day. So, these are the things for Independence Day. The T-34 Independence, which I already have. I got that sort of last Independence Day, I think. And then they're also selling off these things. T23E3 Premium Bundle and Regular. And then if you already have this thing, or if you bought that first but then had to buy this afterwards, then you've then got a legendary camouflage, and it's the Nomad Camouflage for the T23E3. And what this camouflage does is, in battle, it changes the name to the T23E3 Nomad, and it also gives the regular +3 to vehicle camo on maps corresponding to the selected slot, and you can put it on any slot. It can go in, this camouflage can go in the summer, winter, and desert camouflage. So I got this, the standard bundle, or well, the premium bundle, so I got extra gold, plus I got the 100,000 extra credits. With that gold, 500 gold instantly converted 12,000 XP. 12,000, I think, 500 XP. I instantly converted that. So I still now have about 10k XP left to convert. And what I did with that extra XP that I got, I then went ahead onto my Tiger 1 and researched the better gun. So the Tiger 1, still have yet to buy this thing for the first time, but yet I've researched the tracks. I think I already had that gun unlocked, so I then had to research the turret and research the gun, and I still haven't bought it yet because I still don't have enough credits. But anyway, on to this tank. I had a quick look at this tank before I got it, and I had a look, and the armour, terrible. The gun, not really that good, so I thought, I'm probably not going to like this tank, but I played a game in it. Actually, I really like this tank. So, having a look now. Protection 36%, firepower 66%, shot effectiveness 62%, and maneuverability 58%. So it has got 1150 HP for a tier 7 medium. So 1150. So let's have a look. Tier 7 medium tank. Well, you've got the T20 with the upgraded turret, means that you get 1150 HP. Okay, so there's the American Tier 6 medium, or Tier 7 medium. Let's have a look. Tier 7 medium. Well, you've got the Panther or the VK, so let's have a look at the Panther with the upgraded turret. Means that you will have 1270 HP, so that's more HP, alright. Then let's look at the VK. VK 1250 once again. Let's have a look at the Panther M10 quick. 1300, yeah. I think that's the same as in PC World of Tanks. So the Germans have got more HP. Alrighty then. Let's have a look at the Russians with the T43. T43 with the upgraded turret. You have got 1150. Alright, so the T23E3 has got the same HP, in line with the Russians as it seems, and also the other Americans. Yep, 1200, so that has 50 HP more for the KV-13. Alright, let's have a look at the British. British, they've got the Comet, so the Comet with the upgraded turret. You have got, where are we, 1200. Okay then. Japanese. Japanese, they've got the Chi-Ri with the upgraded turret. The Chi-Ri has got 1250. So the Americans and the Russians are in the lower HP end, well, the low end HP of tier 7 mediums. So the HP isn't great. However, it's in line with the other American medium tank that's in the regular tech tree and the Russians. So it's not that much, but it's no better or worse than things that you can find in the tech tree. So alrighty then, let's have a look at the armour. So the hull armour, 76 at the front, 50 at the side, 38 at the rear. Turret, 76, 63, 63. So yeah, armor pretty crap. Front, side, and rear. Tier 7, 76mm of armor means nothing. You may as well have 0mm of armor. Because this turret is, well, it looks pretty much the same as a Sherman turret, for example, that you get down at tier 5. It also has the same armor thickness, basically, of those American turrets. And sure, you may think that this gun mantlet may be better, a better spot for armor, but nah, not really. Really, if you get hit, it's most likely going to penetrate, unless it's at perhaps a really extreme angle such as that, in which case they missed the entire side of your tank and they can't aim. But if it hits at like a really acute angle like that, or perhaps even like that maybe for the turret, it will possibly bounce. But I would say weak spots are that, but really, I think the entire front of the tank is a weak spot. Indeed, the whole tank is a weak spot. However, do not despair, because it does have pretty good maneuverability. If we have a look here, it weighs 35.42 tons, however it does have a 500 horsepower engine, which means you do go at 56 kilometers per hour speed limit. Plus, you have a 44 degrees per second hull reverse and a 40 degrees per second turret reverse, which means that this thing, although it may not be particularly well armoured, it's pretty fast and it's also fairly manoeuvrable. So, sure, you may not be the most well armoured thing on the battlefield, but you are certainly a more manoeuvrable thing on the battlefield, one of the more manoeuvrable tanks that you may come across. And also, preferential matchmaking only sees tier 8s, so that will be handy for the gun, which I'll come on to in a little bit. Or, well, indeed, I could move on to it now, but instead we'll finish looking at things like the engine. 500 horsepower, 20% chance of fire and impact, weighs 569 kilograms. There's the suspension. Load limit, 39.14 load limit for a tank which weighs... this doesn't really work. For a tank that weighs... how much was it? 35.42 tons. So you do have a couple of tons to play around with a 44 degrees per second traverse and 7,700 kilograms of weight. Indeed, there is the turret, 76mm at the front, 63 at the sides and rear, 40 degrees per second traverse speed, 250 meters view range, 7,800 kilograms weight. And now we move on to the gun, which is this 76mm gun T23E3. Let me just... yeah, that's a special turret. But, so, T23E3 gun, it's a 76mm, so yeah, already not going to have that great penetration. However, the rate of fire, decent enough, 13.95. Reloads in about 3.7 seconds. 150 penetration with AP, 199 with APCR, and 38 with high explosive. So yeah, high explosive, forget about it. However, AP, not really that great at tier 7, 150. APCR is better, and because I knew it had a 76mm gun, I thought, yeah, penetration, not going to be that great, so I was like, not great penetration, not great armor, nah, I'm not too sure if I'll do well in this tank or I'll like it, but as happens I do. The average damage, 160 with APCR, 200 with high explosive. Yeah, the standard damage you're going to be used to, because it is a 75, 76mm gun, so yeah, used to that sort of damage. Fairly accurate, 0.36, not the greatest, but then again, not that bad. 0.36 dispersion. The aim time also is decent with 2 seconds, and it also weighs 775 kilograms. So there's the basic stats that you got there. As for your equipment fit, you can fit a whole load of things. Obviously, I've gone with a gun rammer instantly, but vertical stabilizer, not a bad idea. You are fairly mobile. You are a fairly mobile tank, so vertical stabilizer, not a bad idea. I may indeed buy one now. I don't know. I'll think about it. Gun lane drive, you don't need it really. 2 seconds aim time is one of the better aim times, so you definitely do not need enhanced gun lane drive. Improve vents, not a bad idea either. Tanks filled with CO2, If you keep getting set on fire, then sure, if you want. The same with the Armour for plus 50% Armour durability, in case your Armour keeps getting damaged, or indeed you keep getting Armour. But I think that vertical stabilizer, gun rammer, and vents will be your best options, I think. Then again, enhanced suspension durability for the 30% with the enhanced torsion bar 3T class. Not a bad idea. Once again, you are fairly mobile. Caminet, you're not a sniper, not with that penetration, so probably no for the Caminet. Once again, no for the binos for the same reason. Coated optics, not a bad idea. Spawn liner, nah. You don't have artillery in Blitz, and even if you did, plus 15%, less crap is still crap, so don't bother with that. And toolbox is always useful, but yeah, I think vents, gun rammer, and vertical stabilizer are going to be your best options, so I'd say go with those three. As for your ammo, let me actually get rid of that and fill it up with that. There you go. I still get refunded from that. Then, yeah, you hold 65. You hold 65 rounds in your tank of 76mm gun, of 76mm ammo. Even for some reason, high explosive is more expensive than AP. Don't know why. AP is 105. HE is 250. Not too sure as to where the logic is for that, but I'm all for it. Not very expensive AP ammo is always going to be useful. As for your APCR, yeah, 2,800 credits, yeah, not surprising there. It is APCR. As for your provisions, you've got standard fuel and improved fuel for +3% or plus 10%. You've got engine power and turret reverse speed. Active automatically, permanent effect throughout one battle, then you have to buy it again, so whether you're strapped for credits or not depends on whether you go for the +3 or +10. Then you've got can of cola or case of cola for +3 or 10%, respectively, to your crew mastery skills. Once again, activated automatically and permanent throughout one battle, restricted to the US only. And then you've got your protective kit for +15% protection of the crew from injuries, +10% to speed and module repair, 20% to fire protection, and 10% to ammo durability and fuel tank durability. Activated automatically throughout one battle. Yeah, you can fit it on any other tank. So, yeah, up to you whether you fit provisions. I don't, but and again, if you want. Now it comes to the consumables. I've gone with repair kit, first aid kit, and fire extinguisher. Automatic fire extinguisher extinguishes fire automatically. This heals all crew injuries, and that repairs all damaged modules. Multiple uses during a battle, cooldown of 90 seconds from when you use it. Then you have all three of them in one, which is the multi-purpose restoration pack, which extinguishes fire, repairs all damaged modules, and heals all your crew members at the same time. And that has a cooldown time of 90 seconds with multiple uses during a battle. Now, you may think, oh yeah, that's useful. It does all three of them at the same time. Yeah, but the thing is, if say your track gets damaged and you really need to get out of there, you use your multi-purpose restoration pack. Then the next shot that hits you sets you on fire. You can't do anything about it because you have a 90-second cooldown time because you use your multi-purpose restoration pack to repair your track. Which is why I go with them each individually, because then you can repair your track with that. If you get set on fire, use that. You don't have to wait for the cooldown, by which time you'll have burnt out. So the only reason that you would use this, I think, is if you are going with adrenaline or engine power boost. An engine power boost gives 20% extra engine power for 15 seconds with a 75-second cooldown timer, which goes in one of your consumable slots. And adrenaline gives plus 20% low speed and plus 10% chance of damaging enemy vehicle modules for 15 seconds with a 75-second cooldown. So if you're using either one of those, then yeah, sure, mount a couple of these instead of each individual one. However, if you're not using them, go with each three of these. And I don't really use these. I mean, I probably could. And this is probably a useful thing for this tank, and so is this, to be honest, for the extra chance of damaging modules and the extra speed and the extra engine power. But really, I just prefer to go with each individual consumables. So, yeah, up to you really whether you want to go for all three of them or whether you want to get some adrenaline or engine power boost to actually fit a couple of these. But I go with each one individually on every tank, as you can see. So overall, this tank is actually a very nice tank. Originally given out, once, like I said, to, I think, Clan Wars, for the winning Clan Wars clan or something like that, which means that only a couple of people have them, but here on Blitz they're giving it away. So, yeah, I'd say it's a fairly competent medium tank. I do rather like it, even though it doesn't have a particularly great gun and it doesn't have a particularly good armor. In fact, let me actually show you here. News, notifications. There you go. Can I? Yes, I can. So this is the first game that I played. All right. So we were on Middleburg in an encounter battle, and I survived it. I was on like 67 health, but I survived it. So the premium tank, the premium account that I got for, I'm not too sure what, but it was free premium account, meant that I got 2,516 XP doubled, plus 63,073 credits before, I think, resupply. And after repair and resupply meant I got 51,643 total credits with 2 vehicles destroyed, doing 1,690 damage. So if we look on the team list, I was second with only the KV-13 pipping me to the post with 3 kills, and then the Fallen Jedi in his VK being the next one closest to me by about 200 less XP. So this was my first ever game played on it, and if we look here at the team list, in fact, so these are the people that I was up against. You had a Yard Panther, a regular Panther, a Chiri, a VK, a Speer Panzer, a Cromwell, and another VK. So that's what I was up against. The Egg Panther gave me problems, but really popping in and out, sort of pop out, shoot, pull back again. That's the way you're supposed to play this tank. Reveal yourself for the minimum amount of time at the front line. So on Middleburg, what it was is we were over. Basically, everyone ignored the town. Like, nobody went to the town. There was a Cromwell that tried flanking, but was shot down by people. So their Cromwell didn't work. But everyone was in the sort of gullyway that goes around the town. And I have no idea why both teams decided to do that. I would have expected some people to go to the town. No, nobody did. And there's a hill, sort of in the middle of that gullyway. And what I kept on doing was just pop over, shoot, pop back in again. Although it was mostly one of their VKs, or in fact both their VKs, that kept cresting the ridge, and I kept on shooting at them and pulling back before they could shoot at me. So that's the way you're supposed to do it. Work with ridge lines. Sort of pop over and shoot quick and pull back again. Don't reveal yourself for any amount of time to the enemy team. So there you go. 19 shots fired, 16 direct hits, 12 penetrations, 0 for splash damage. Yeah, 6 vehicles destroyed, 2 damaged. 6 vehicles damaged. Sorry, 2 destroyed. 0 enemies spotted, yeah, 191 damage caused with my assistance. I received 6 hits with 6 penetrations, yeah, that shows the terrible armor. But yeah, did a fair amount of damage, bearing in mind that I only do 160 average damage. Yeah, travelled 0.89 kilometers, yeah, battle duration. As for the efficiency, 308 total damage to the VK, 2 total penetrations. The Speer Panzer, 191 HP upon my spotting, because I apparently spotted him. I don't know, it was upon damaging him or assist damage. With 156 total damage that I did myself. This Chiri, I did 471 total damage with 3 penetrations. The Panther, 552 total damage, 4 penetrations, and killed him. This VK, 158 total HP of damage with 1 penetration, and this Cromwell was the guy that tried flanking but sort of didn't work for him, and I did 45 HP of damage to him with 1 penetration, and I killed him off. Then there's the credits. Camo resupply, yeah, consumables resupply, ammo resupply, and there's my vehicle repair. As for XP, yeah, there you go. Total with premium for free XP 122, combat XP times 2. Yeah, there you go. So that was my first ever game in this tank, and that's where I found that I actually rather like this tank. It's a very competent medium tank at tier 7. So I will thank you all for watching, and goodbye.